Hello, guys. I'm just trying to answer some questions for people. There's a lot of people that are asking why is there so many stray dogs in Turkey, and why isn't there this many stray dogs in other parts of the world? There's a few reasons why. So Turkey, okay, the thing with Turkey is Turkey has stray dogs running around everywhere, absolutely everywhere. There is no kill shelter here. Okay, so they'll put an after you adopt it or whatever, and then after that they'll put the dog to sleep if it doesn't get adopted. A perfectly healthy and fine dog or puppy or whatever it is, they'll just put it straight to sleep. So that's the problem. Now, in Turkey, we don't have that. In Turkey, the reason why there's so many dogs is because they don't have a kill shelter. They don't catch them and put them to sleep or anything like that. So a lot of people criticize Turkey and say Turkey's so cruel, and they're so bad and they're so cruel and blah blah blah. But the Western countries are the ones that actually clean up the streets. That's why there's no dogs, because there's too much control. Do you know what I mean? So there's so much control that they don't allow stray dogs on the street. Look, it's a yes and a no. The yes is okay. There's no stray dog problems, but the no is putting them to sleep, killing them. Perfectly healthy dog. Now the thing with Turkey is we can't keep up now. There's so many dogs running around on the streets, and it's actually become a pest in some places. And there's so many people complaining. Each dog that gives birth is like 10 to 12. So 10 to 12 puppies. So imagine this, right? You've got 10 to 12 puppies from one mother dog, and she can do that twice a year. So that's like 20 plus puppies, okay, from just one dog, okay? Now, think of it like this, right? Those 20 plus dogs, puppies, they're not going to all grow up and survive. 30% of them, or 20 to 30% of them will survive. There's some, they'll get hit by a car and die. Minority will get adopted. Most of them will get sick and die with lack of medication. There's distemper, there's rabies, there's all sorts of sicknesses. Also, you've got ticks and fleas, and just hunger as well. We've got hunger issues too. So now, what's really wrong here is you've got 20 plus puppies that are born, and only like five of them will actually probably survive and make it. Not even. Like I've followed puppies from birth to growing up, and you see sometimes everything goes so well, and then bang, it just gets hit by a car and it's dead. So it's like there's just so many of them. Now, what we need to where we can spay and neuter these guys properly, have population control, and then ship them overseas to people that actually want these dogs, because these dogs are like they're not wanted here, but they're wanted overseas. Everybody wants them. Everybody's like, I'll pay anything. Please send me this dog. Please send me this dog. Now it's not so easy. But once we've got like yeah, if I can set this thing up where I can have a way where I can send these dogs properly, without having too many issues, then why not? Like I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it because I know that the dogs and the puppies that get sent overseas, they'll be a lot like looked after a lot more better, and they'll be in a much better environment, much better home. So what happens now is, okay, now I've got to come up with food. I've got to come up with vet bills and medication and all this sort of stuff. So it's like a lose situation. Like it's like you can't get ahead. Just when you feel like you're getting ahead, bang, one mother dog gives birth to 12 new puppies, and then you're like, oh shit, it's like, wow, where did this come from? And then it's like, and then in 1 week you've got 3 births, and it's like over 30 dogs, and you're just like, what the hell is going on? Like you've allowed for 100 kilos of food a day, just giving you an example, and all of a sudden it's gone up to 150. It's going to go up to 200. It's just crazy. So it's just like the control, the population is so like it's getting out of hand so bad. Like it's just so hard to control these guys and look after them all. And I don't know. Like we've got so many things that if we had the government actually working with with us, with the people that actually care about these animals and want to make a change and want to make a difference, we'll get so much more things done. My goal is obviously, I've always wanted to build my own sanctuary, but but throughout the years, I actually fell out of that thing where I was like, no, I don't want one anymore because it's a little bit more difficult. Once you see sanctuaries here, I've been to a few sanctuaries, and it was just like hell, and I'm like, whoa, I really don't want to cage these dogs up. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, shit, like I've seen the environment, I've seen the poo everywhere, and I was just like, oh, I can't do this. If I'm ever gonna do something like this, it's got to be in a massive it's gonna be like a national park. Like something like 15 to 20,000 square meters, or else like minimum, or else there's no way I'd do anything like this. Like the shelter that we got now is not even a shelter. Like I wouldn't even call it a shelter. It's more like a checkpoint for. It's like a point where a drop off point. If someone's got a dog and they want to get rid of the dog, which happens a lot, instead of throwing it on the street or anything, come take it there. There's food and water and there's shelter. You know. So this is the reason why there's so many dogs, and it's out of proport. Like it just the numbers I can't even count. I've lost count on how many dogs and puppies and we've got in town. But the other thing is this: we've got to always remember this. Why are these dogs in this situation? The reason is this: we have genetically modified these dogs. Okay, we've domesticated them. We've pulled out genes from wolves, from foxes, and from dingoes, and from more wild dogs like hyenas and all that. We've breeded them. We've changed things around. We've domesticated them, and now we've got all these domesticated pets. They're not wild dogs. They are pets. They don't know how to hunt. They can't go hunt and look after themselves. They can't do anything. So it's like we created this problem. It's because of us that they're in this situation. So now it's like we need to come up with a solution to sort this out. They're not wild. Like, can you see a fox roaming around on the streets? No, it's a very, very rare situation where you'll see a fox, you know, rolling around or scavenging through a bin. A fox is a fox. It's got mad reflexes. It can catch bugs and I don't know rats and everything. Like they're built for the wild. But these dogs, they're just built to protect us and they're dependent on us. So it's like we created this problem and now most people here are like, oh, get rid of these dogs, get rid of these dogs. They're not wild, man. Like they're not they're not wild. It's like so we've got to actually think and go, shit, we created this problem, so we're gonna have to solve it. We have to come up with something that's not brutal, like kill them all. Like we can't do that. We have to come up with different like scenarios, different ways, in a humble way, like a humane way, to try and help them, and then obviously bring the population down and ship them over to different parts of the world where they're needed, where people actually want them, rather than having them in cramped up in one country where they've just become a pest, you know. And people are just kicking him and throwing shit at him and get out of here and whatever. So this is the problem. This is why we've got so many stray dogs, and this is the actual problem, you know. So now, you know, one person can't change everything, but you know, if we all work together, a chain reaction can occur, and then from there, you know, we can just battle this situation. The main thing is we got to really start this spay and neutering happening. Like, it's got to start, bang, like straight away. Like, I've got to find a way, and I've got to do this, and then from there, once we can control the population, then everything is much easier. At the moment, I'm blowing all the money on food. And a lot of people are saying, do spay and neuter, spend the money on that. Then I'm not going to have money for food. Sorry, I can't see dogs starving to death. I've seen dogs starve to death, and it's not a good scene. I do not want to see it again. No one should starve to death. No one. No one. There's enough food to go around for everybody on this planet. Okay, so that's the problem, guys. I hope that answers a lot of questions. Anyway, thanks. Thank you very much. Um, I'll be back in my town in a couple of days. The boys are still doing the feeds and everything. I'll be sharing some on the story and on the post. So the dogs are all getting looked after. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. See you.